If you want to run faster over 10k, then here's a plan for you. And there's no magic pill, just a few simple rules to follow and good old-fashioned consistency. It took me from 40 minutes to 35 minutes, and it took Mary from 46 to 39 minutes. And the plan is available right now for free on our website at thismessyhappy.com in the free training plans section. Make sure you're subscribed as well so we can help you even more. So before we get into the plan, it's worth talking about who the plan is actually for, because if you are a first time 10k runner, then there's another plan for you which I'll link above here. This plan's more for, let's say, people who've been running 10ks for a while now, can run comfortably above a 10k in their training, but want to get faster over that distance and perhaps haven't been able to crack the code yet, and with just a little bit of tweaking, a little gentle nudging, that might get you over the line between a 51 and a 49 minute 10k or a 41 and 39 minute 10k. Or it could just be for someone looking to do something different, to try something different. So it's not for first timers, it is for people that have run it before. Let's get into the plan. So the plan is 8 weeks and based on running 4 times per week, which I think is the sweet spot between not enough and too much. The weekly volume builds each week and starts at 30 kilometers, ending at nearly 50, so the focus is more about speed than it is big distance. The 4 days running are consistently Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. There's an easier strength and conditioning on the Monday every week with a clickable link to a video to follow, and there's some core or strength work again with a clickable link. Basically, anything underlined means that there is a link attached to explore. If the session is just denoted as a distance, it means it's an easy run to be done at about 5 or 6 out of 10 effort, no more than that. With the speed, tempo and threshold sessions, there is a matrix to use below the plan. It's easy to understand and it explains the session breakdown. Let's take threshold 1 in week 5 as an example. You just scroll down to the matrix, find threshold 1, and you can see it's an 800 meter repeat session, and the session is set up as 2 kilometers easy warm up, 2 kilometers at marathon pace, or if you don't know your marathon pace, it's about 6 or 7 out of 10. Then 8 times 800 meter repeats with 90 seconds of rest in between each of those, and a 1.6 kilometer cooldown. And that, when you scroll back up, should equal 12 kilometers in total, which was what was allocated for the session. Each session is explained in terms of how hard you should run them and the equivalent heart rate if you train using heart rate zones. There is a recovery week in week 4 and a taper week at week 8, and then you should be ready to have a crack. Or you can just repeat the plan completely and turn it into a 16-weeker. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. So this plan is built on a few core tenets, and that is that you're gonna be able to run a faster 10 kilometers if you really dial in on the strength work, if you run faster than 10 kilometer speed in your training, if you run just slower than 10 kilometer speed in your training, and if you commit to the easy runs as well and you properly keep them easy. And finally, the long runs eventually are going to be over 10 kilometers so that when you run 10 kilometers on the day, it's not going to feel like you've never got to that distance before. But let's talk non-negotiables. Number 1, make sure you have a good stretch routine. There is one linked in the plan, I'll show you here. Make sure that you definitely don't miss strength and conditioning. That is going to be a crucial part of this plan. We need more resilient, stronger muscles that are going to be able to help you run that 10 kilometers. And the whole plan is built on consistency, staying in the game. The more you commit to it, the less sessions you miss, the more you're going to get out of it. It is really as simple as that, which is why it's just 4 days a week. Most of the sessions are pretty similar with just a few tweaks, and that's going to help you get through the 8 weeks, knowing what's coming and just getting the job done. But look after yourself. That's really key here if you want to get through this, because it is a reasonably hard plan because of the sessions during the week. If you want to get through this, you got to do all the right things, all the recovery, all the stretching, all the strength work. You can see Jesse in the background here. Hopefully this plan helps you. If you've gone through it and you've had success, let us know in the comments and let us know what you think generally about it. But as always, we are here to help you. There are plans for every distance, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so that we can help you some more, and I'll see you Sunday.